Okay, so let me know if the music is, I think it would probably be, oh, turn it up. You got it, Lily. All right, let's make sure the music is all set up, and then we'll get to Jazzy Tongue Twisters. And y'all on Instagram, let me know too if the music is too quiet, or it doesn't usually get too loud, but let me know if it needs to be higher. All right. Alright, it's louder. Let me know if you need more volume. But let's get started. Okay, so there's Facebook camera, which can't see very much of me, so I'm going to talk way back here. So the Instagram camera can also see. So today we're doing Jazzy Tongue Twister. So every Tuesday, I'm doing Jazzy Tuesday here at the Lowdown Ballroom, which you cannot come to because quarantine. So I'm putting this on Instagram and Facebook Live. So invite anybody who you think might be interested in coming to this class. So every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're here making some jazz. So this week, we're doing Jazzy Tongue Twisters. So the idea is repetition. You know, a tongue twister is something you do a lot of times in a row, and we're just going to hang out with riffing on one idea and seeing what you can kind of pull out from there. We're going to start with a warm-up though, and this is not meant to be a tongue twister, so don't go looking for riddles. There aren't any. And just follow along as best you can. I'm trying a new setup this week. I have these mirrors back here. I think I might try to angle them so that you can see what's happening behind me too. But part of class will be type if you need something, either if you have a question or if you want to see something from a different angle. I'm happy to show things lots of times, but you gotta tell me what you need. So let me quickly just angle these mirrors because I realize I'm standing right in front of my reflection. So give me one moment and then we'll get started with the warm-up. We'll do that. Hey, there's two of me. Let me know in the comments if that's working or if that's useless. Anyway, so we're going to start with a warm-up, and we're going to dance to the lovely Sarah Vaughan with Jump for Joy. If you haven't gone down the Spotify rabbit hole of Sarah Vaughan, you should. She's great. But we're going to dance to Jump for Joy by Sarah Vaughan and do a little bit of a warm-up. Let's start just with kicking.
A very well and a cotton lies out of style. A honey child, for joy. Don't you grieve, little Eve. All the hounds I do believe have been killed. The ancient thrill, a jump for joy. Have you seen pastures groovy? Green pastures was just a technical movie. When you stomp up to heaven and you meet, yeah, oh, tell that boy to please jump for joy. Jump for joy. Have you seen pastures a groovy? Green
let me know about this mirror situation, if it's helpful, if you have a suggestion for how to change it. We'll experiment. But let's get started with the first Jazzy tongue twister. I have a short one and a long one. And the first one is going to start with a step that we worked on last week, which is our fall off the log. If you weren't here, that's fine. But a fall off the log, if that's a new step for you. Maybe I'm moving this. Yeah, maybe. I promise this is the last time I'm going to mess with them. Is that better? I don't know. Maybe. Fall off the logs. So, the basic rhythm is kick, step, 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 kick, step, step, step. Make some kind of noise when you kick. Maybe a clap, or a snap, or something, or whatever. Make some kind of noise. That rhythm usually carries us sideways. So we go fall off the log, to the left and to the right. So we're going to hang out with fall off the logs, and we're going to really twist them up. We'll start with the first twist. And just to give credit where credit is due, this exercise is something that I took from tap. And I have the absolute pleasure of learning tap dancing from Mark Mendonca over at the studio that I also have the pleasure of working at, which is BAM Studios in Seattle. So if you're in the area, you should check him out. But he does a rhythm with paddle and rolls, or rather an exercise with paddle and rolls that we're going to apply to fall off the logs. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with 2 fall off the logs. We're going to pause. We're going to pause here for, we get here on count 7. We're going to stay here for count 8. That means that our clap is going to move 1 step backwards in our fall off the logs. So I'm going to show the first 2 bits, because we are now going to step on the crossing, or we're going to clap on the crossing step. So I'm going to show the first 2 fall off the logs, and then the next 2, so you can see where that clap goes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've moved the clap, and we're going to keep doing that. So at the end of our progression, this will end up letting us clap on every piece of the fall off the log. Once on the kick, once on the step back, once on the step here, and once on the step across, by stopping in between. So let's try that out, and here's what we'll do. We're going to do our fall off the logs. Hey, 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 we're so cool. And then we're going to stop there. And we're just going to practice these fall off the logs. We're just going to keep that going. In the tongue twister that I made up, we're only going to do it twice, but we're going to practice it a couple times. And I find it really helpful to count or say fall off the log, because we're always clapping on fall. Yeah? Fall off the log, fall off the log, fall off the log, fall off the log. And I think that helps change the emphasis for the step, because if I'm not clapping on the kick, if I'm emphasizing a different piece of the step, I don't want my body to follow suit. So anyway, that's plenty of discussion on that front. I'm going to come up quickly, see if there's any questions. Hi y'all, thanks for joining. Okay, no questions. Someone, oh, Queston, I thought that said question. Hi, Queston, it's good to see you. Okay, so let's try that out. I'm gonna say fall off the log, because that's what I like to do. But I would really encourage you, if you're dancing along with me, say the steps as you go, fall off the log, and you're just always gonna clap on fall. So it would be fall off the log, 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 fall off the log. We're we go. Fall off the log, 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 fall off the log. Yeah? So let me know if you got questions on that front. I don't see any questions. So let's move on to the next piece. So if we've started clapping on the kicks, and we've started clapping on that crossing step before the kick, we're now going to pause here, and we're going to clap on the middle kick, the middle step. So this one for me feels really nice because you're clapping on what feels like the middle. It still feels like an even beat. So anyway, I like this one. So it's gonna look like this. So we're gonna step, cross, kick, step, cross, kick, step. Fall off the log, fall off the log, fall off the log, fall off the log. Yeah? So let's try that out. I think this one's pretty easy to just start without doing the transition. We'll practice that in a moment. We're going to start stepping with the, let's just start stepping on the left foot. Doesn't really matter. We're going to do both anyway. We're going to step with the left foot on 8, and that'll be our fall. So if you're saying the words with me, it's going to be fall off the log. And if you're counting, it'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's give that a try. And I don't think these are working. Anyway, starting with the step on the left on count 8. I'll count this time, just in case that's helpful to anybody. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so let's put those pieces together. We have starting on the kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're not going to stop there. We're not going to step on that one. 8. Yeah, that's going to be the next one. So let's try that all together. I'm going to pause, see if anybody's got questions. Nope. Great. So let's do everything up to that point. We got clap on the kicks, clap on the bit before the kicks, and again the bit before the kicks. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to show that once to the back, in case that's helpful. Yeah, and then we're going to move on to the last piece. So this will be the last time that I show the 3/4 version. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's where we're headed. Any questions? Nope, nope, nope. Great. So the last piece. We have just clapped on the middle piece. 8. Clap at the middle piece. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're clapping on the step after the kick. Yeah? So we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's practice this one again on its own. And what I want to do is just practice getting into it. So we're going to still kick. We're going to kick on 7. So I'm going to say 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's going to be our transition into this version of Fall Floss. So we'll keep that going for a second and then put everything together. Yeah, and then we'll get on to another tongue twister. So, kicking on 7, but without a clap. Kick on 7, clap after the 7 on 8, because that's the one that we kick on. Clap on. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stop here. So we have all of the pieces. If there are no questions about any of those pieces, let's try it out all the way through. So we have clapping on here, clapping here, clapping here, and clapping here. And at the end, this will put us on our left foot. So we will finish everything with a pause. Yeah, a pause. Yeah, anyway, we'll start kicking on the left when we do it again. So let's try it out, starting with a kick on the right foot. Yeah, directions are hard. Don't be dyslexic. Well, it's great. But anyway, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that'll be our next round. We'll be just starting everything on the left. So it'll just put the transition step on the other foot. And I find this kick is kind of strange. So find whatever works for you. I find that I usually kind of do a knee first and then a kick on 8. That works for me, just to mark the time. So let's do everything together, starting on the right foot, doing the left foot as well, and yeah, and then we'll try it with some music. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can do it forever. So we'll do it once through with Miss Sarah Vaughn singing Jump for Joy. And I'll link to the music somehow. I think I put it in the comments last time. But I have a playlist with all the music that I've used for these Jazzy Tuesdays. So. Here we go.
A fairly well land cotton line is out of style. A hermit child, a jump for joy. Don't you grieve, little Eve. All the hounds I do believe have been killed. The ancient thrill, a jump for joy.
Alright, so that is tongue twister number 1. And again, the music for that one was Jump for Joy by Sarah Vaughn. And now we're really going to switch gears and do some sort of tongue twistery choreography. And I want to preface it with saying that I'm choosing to teach this choreography not so much to teach a routine. I'm not sure how visually entertaining it really is, but I do think that it is entertaining. Like it's become a good exercise for my brain. Just like this last one, I still practice it sometimes just so I feel like I have all of the options available to me for how I want to use fall off the logs. Maybe I don't want to kick and clap at the same time. So this is similar. This isn't meant to be like a routine that you're going to go out and perform. This is meant to be a sort of exercise of choreography. So that being said, hopefully it's also fun to dance through. So we're going to start with a half break. There are going to be a lot of half breaks in this whole series of moves. So we did those in the warm-up, and a half break is a step, step, and a kick, ball change. And those always start on an even beat. Almost always. Most of the time. They'll start on an even beat. So we're going to start with a half break and some swivels. 8, 1, 2, and 3. Swivel, 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 swivel. I'm going to do another half break, kick, ball change, and I'm gonna back it up with some apple jacks. So I'm gonna move backwards and forwards, and the thing I should preface the rest of this whole dance. The thing that I'm riffing on is 3 and a break, doing a break at the end of any phrase. So that's, I guess, the idea that I'm trying to pull ideas from, and this has been what has come out of my own practice with this idea. So we're going to do our 3 and a break going forwards, backwards, forwards. So we have half, break, kick, ball change, swivel, 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 step. Half, break, kick, ball change, back it up with apple jacks. Last time we swivel, and we're going to do a full break. And that's just the full toba break from the shim sham. So, if that is a break that you don't know, I don't want to spend time going over the break because there are plenty of YouTube ideas and people working out that break. And also, a break is something different. And we're going to mess with it anyway. So, for this class, do something that starts on 8 and brings you backwards a little bit. Yeah, and we'll do these enough that I have faith that you can pick it up. So we have 3 things and our breaks. This is the first chorus of our whole song. I'm going to show it once facing you and once facing away. We have 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Here's the break. Step, touch, step, step, back it up. So there's our first chorus. Oh, I'm going to show it once facing away, and then I'm going to ask for questions. So write your questions now if you have them. 5, 6, here we go. A half break, kick, ball change, and we swivel it out. Half break, kick, ball change, and we back it up. Half break, kick, ball change, swivel it out, and we break. So there we go. Any questions? Doesn't look like it. All right. So, whoopsies. So, next piece. Whoops. What did I do? There we go. The next piece is we're going to, again, hang out with these half breaks. And we're going to do a half break. And I'm going to step, replace, and swoop my foot back and replace the other foot. So it goes 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to show that from the back because we have 2 replacing steps. We have one here, and one here, where I'm really trying to replace directly underneath the foot that I'm standing on, so that I only take up one footprint. So I'm going to show it once this way. Step, step, kick, ball change, replace, and step. And we're going to do that on both sides. So this step replaces which foot you start with. So we're going to do it once on the right, once on the left, and again on the right. So it's going to look like this. Step, step, kick, ball change, step, slide, back, step, step, kick, ball change, step, slide, back, last time, slide, back. And then we're going to do a break on the left. Are there any questions about that step? Nay? Doesn't look like it. All right. So, Facebook, why are you being weird? Okay, so this is what we'll do. We'll do the first two phrases all together. We have our go forwards, come backwards, go forwards, and a break. And then we have right, left, right, break on the left. I'll show it once facing you and once facing away. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3. Swivel it out. Apple jacks this time. Swivel forwards, break, climb. Half break. With a slide. Half break. Slide. Break time. On the left. And if any of those pieces for the breaks are getting a little funky, I would really encourage you to try it on the, especially if it's on the left foot, really try starting things on the left. So you can ignore me for a moment if those steps are making this not work. And just try starting it on the left so that you remember to take that first step with the left. I find that when I'm learning a step on my left foot after having it really ingrained in my right foot wants to take over and correct from the beginning, and it tries to sort of usurp the move and start it for me. So I would really encourage you, if you're practicing doing this messing around with which foot it starts on, just isolate the left foot if that's the trouble foot. And just inform your left foot that it's going to be okay, you got this, and let your left foot run with it. So let's do that again. I'm going to face away from the camera so that you can see what's going on behind. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, half break with some swivels. Here we go, a half break, boogie back. I need apple jacks and boogie forwards. Hey, 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 and a break. A half break with a slide. Hey, hey, half break with a slide. Hey, hey, a half break with a slide. Now we break. That's what we'll do. All right. Questions? Nope. So let's add on the next piece, which is going to be a hallelujah, mess around with a hallelujah. And so we've just done a break on the left foot. Now we're going to have to run a little bit. We're going to have to run on the left so that we can get into this hallelujah. And so it's going to look like this. 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 7. But we're not going to do the hallelujahs quite like that. We're going to spice them up. So know that you have to do a little bit of running right before this hallelujah. So these hallelujahs are going to do a 1, 3, and on the way up, I'm going to really prep, twisting back, on the way back, I'm going to I'm finding it really helpful for me to really use sweeping the leg as a way of building up that momentum, right? So I start with it wide, bring it up, and I plant both my feet, my heels on the ground to stop back in the front. So it's only one turn, and with that prep on the back, we go forwards, prep, turn. With that prep, I find that I even have to put on the brakes because I want to spin more than I need to. If you're dancing where you have a really limited space, you can just do normal hallelujahs and just change your feet. So I'm changing my feet with that spin. You can also just change your feet like we did in the warm-up. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And I just run, step, 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 quick, quick, step, 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 quick, quick. And that's how I can change feet without turning if you're really in a cramped space, or if that turn is making stuff get too weird for you. So that whole phrase looks like this. Hallelujah, turn around. Hallelujah, turn around. Hallelujah, turn around. And we break back on that right foot. The next phrase is just going to be whatever brand of TikToks you like the best for 3/8. And then whatever break you like the best, so that we can move on to the next chorus. So I want to stop there because we just learned 4 choruses in like 10 minutes, which feels like a lot of material, so I want to dance through it a couple of times, both so that you can see and maybe so you can practice along with me. So let's try it out first to Miss Sarah Vaughn. She's a little on the slower side for the music selection of today. And we'll check her out first. So, Jump for Joy by Sarah Vaughn. Let's start at the beginning. Here we go, a hot break with success.
Very well, land of cotton lies out of style. A honey child, for joy. Don't you grieve, little Eve. All the hounds I do believe have killed the ancient thrill.
Bring on the left.
Of joy.
Hallelujah, run forward. And turn around.
Ruby, green pastures was just a technical movie.
TikTok.
When you
Whatever you want.
up to heaven and you meet, yeah, oh, sing feet, tell that boy,
Every time.
please jump for joy. Step right in, give Pete some skin and jump for joy.
All right, so let me know if there are any questions. And if not, then we will do that one more time and move on. Hi, Patrick. So let's see. This is what I'll do. So this song has a tag in it. It's as a 4-bar tag, 2/8 count tag, and I'll use that to turn around and do this whole chorus for you so you can see what it looks like from the back. So I'll do it once facing you and once facing away. Uh-oh. Y'all, my computer told me it's gonna die, and my computer charger's upstairs. 2 seconds. Don't die on me. computer's plugged in, not to worry. So, Miss Sarah Vaughn will take us through once to the front and once to the back. Here we go. You with me, Spotify? All right, here we go.
A fairly well land of cotton, cotton lies out of style. A hermit child, a jump for joy. Don't you grieve, little Eve, all the hounds I do believe have been killed. The ancient thrill, a jump for joy. Have you seen pastures ruby? Green pastures was just a technicolor movie. When you stump up to heaven and you meet, yeah, old Saint Pete, tell that boy to please jump for joy. Step right in, give Pete some skin and jump for joy.
Oh, I'm supposed to do it from the back. I'll just start the song over. All right, here we go from the back.
A fairly well land of cotton, cotton lies out of style. A hermit child, a jump for joy. Don't you grieve, little Eve, all the hounds I do believe have been killed. The ancient thrill, a jump for joy. Have you seen pastures ruby? Green pastures was just a technicolor movie. When you stump up to heaven and you meet, yeah, old Saint Pete, tell that boy to please jump for joy. Step right in, give Pete some skin and jump for joy.
All right, so let's move on to the next chorus, which, since we're riffing on the same idea, I also want to riff on the same steps. So this chorus is meant to sort of be the dancey opposite of the first chorus. So that means the first phrase is just going to do the opposite of the first phrase. We're going to still start with a half break, and we're going to start with apple jacks. And then swivels, and then apple jacks again, and a break. And the next phrase is also gonna be the same. I played around with the idea, and this is not choreography. This is just a jazzy tongue twister, something to goof off with. I was playing around with the idea just this morning when I was practicing of taking a step forwards instead of replacing. I'm bringing the slide forwards because that feels mildly opposite-ish. So let's try that out. I might mess that up a little bit because I haven't actually tried it really. So let's bring the swoop forward. So we have step, step, kick, ball, change, step, replace forward. I'm not replacing, I'm just stepping forwards. Don't listen to that. Step forward so that I can slide, draw a circle, rond de jambe, forwards. I'm going to step on that leg though, and I'm going to start that half break Yeah, so I think it might travel a little bit forward. That's all right because our break at the end will bring us back. So with those forward sweeps, our second phrase of the second chorus looks like this. Half, break, kick, ball change, step, slide it, forward, half, break, kick, ball change, step, slide it, forward, half, break, kick, ball change, step, slide it, forward, and a break on the left. And I'm really kind of booking it backwards because I feel like I travel forwards quite a lot. I'm not sure that needs to happen. I think you could replace your feet underneath yourself more than I'm currently doing. But this is a new step to all of us. So give that a go. And the next piece that we're going to do is going to be riffing off of that hallelujah. And instead of hallelujahs, we're going to take tackianis. And we're still going to turn them. And we're still going to change feet. So the first tackiani is going to, let's see. I think we can just jump because I still want to have us do that break on the right at the end. So yeah, let's just kind of slide your feet out however that works. So I have 2 taps. Tap, tap, step on the left, and I'm going to do that swoop, turn around, so that I can, yes, I'm going to face forwards again. I got my left foot free, so that I can, oh no, wait, yeah, left foot free, so that I can start the taps on the other. Hang on. Yeah. We start with the right. Second time we start on the left. And then we start on the right. So tackiani starting on the left foot. For some reason they feel like on the right foot, which I guess is a nice thing. So we have right, left, prep, turn, around, left, right, prep, turn, around, right, left, turn, around, and we do our break. And then we're to the end of our second chorus, which are just going to be more of these TikToks with a break, whatever break you want at the end. So we really zipped through that last chorus. So we have applejacks, swivels, applejacks, forward swoopy times, tackianis, and then some TikToks. That's the order of the moves. And yeah, like I said, the point of this tongue twister choreography is to riff on an idea. So I think getting things correct is not really the jam here. So meddle around with those steps however you would like. I want to try this second phrase from the beginning. And let's hang out with Sarah Vaughan one more time before we try it with some Nat King Cole. So first up, Sarah Vaughan. Starting with the second chorus. Applejacks first. Hey, hey.
A feather well, never cotton line. A style, a honey child, a time for joy. Don't you grieve, little Eve, all the hounds I do believe have been killed, the ancient thrill, a jump for joy. Have you seen pastures ruby? Green pastures was just a technicolor movie. When you stump up to heaven and you meet, yeah, oh, Saint Pete, tell that boy to please jump for joy. Step right in, give Pete some skin and jump for joy.
Let's try both choruses together, and we'll do it to Down by the Mill Stream by Nat King Cole. This one's a little faster, So be prepared. Hopefully a couple of you are maybe trying this out at home. So Nat King Cole, down by the mill, down by the old mill stream. And we'll start from the very beginning. Breaks. Uh-oh. Sorry, half breaks. Let's try one more time. Here we go. With the half breaks this time. So this class is a little on the longer side than last class. Usually I try to aim for 45 minutes, but let's finish off the whole tongue twister routine. And the very last chorus, we're just gonna do a bucket load of full breaks. So we have full breaks for the first 3 8 counts, and we're gonna all right, I thought about just making it easier so we could speed through it, but I really like this sort of idea on the full break. We're gonna clap on one of those steps so that we can change feet. So we have step, touch. So I'm stepping on my right foot at the end so we can change feet. So it looks like this. And I'm going to do a without the clap at the end so that I can do a full break. And then I'm going to kick, ball change, swivel it out as our kind of opposite version of our very first phrase that we've been riffing off of. So our first phrase looks like this. This is our first phrase of the last chorus. Yeah, we'll do the full half break. The half break in there, I think that's nice. So the next piece, we're also going to do a bunch of these half breaks, or these full breaks that are changing feet. The next version that I have, and I'm really speeding through stuff here, so I will put this on YouTube at the end, so if you're at home trying to learn things, we're in the speed race version now. So we have a step, touch, step, add a step, and I'm going to hop on that last foot so that I have, so that's going to replace my clap. Step, hop, step. I almost feel like I'm rocking back, forwards. So I can go step, touch, step, and step, hop, forwards. So really get ready and go forwards for that next break. So those 3 breaks in a row look like this. And the last piece, we're just going to do one of the phrases. One of the 8 counts from that very first chorus, second phrase. So we have a half break, starting on the left, step and sweep it back. Yeah? And then we're going to have our right foot free. So I'm going to show those 2 together really quickly. Yeah, and then we'll breeze through the last piece. So we have counting. Sure. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3. Hey, hey, hey. Step, touch, toe. Hey, 1, 2, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 7. Those are 2 choruses of the last, 2 phrases of the last chorus. I'm going to move on to really the last one that has a lot of content. We're going to do the Norma style full break, which is a step, triple step, hop step, and turn around. I'm going to do that on the right foot starting. Step, triple step, hop step, and turn around. I'm going to bring that hallelujah back, turn, face the front. Same thing on the left with a tacchiani. Step, triple step, hop step, and turn around. Tacchiani, we're not going to turn it this time. And step on that left foot at the end. We're going to do 3 breaks with a scoot instead of a touch. Step, scoot, step. Steps, yeah, they're all on the right. Step, scoot, step. TikToks to finish it out. And strike a pose at the end of the music. That was lightning fast, the last 2 choruses. So once again, we have break. And hallelujah, turn it around. Break time. No turn. TikToks to finish. That's a lot. So I'm going to do it to some music, and then we're going to wrap up. So briefly, oh yeah, man, this has been a long time. So I'm going to do it super fast to Nat King Cole. Before I do that, just to catch my breath, and so that you kind of know what's up. This happens every Tuesday. Next week, I have notes on a paper towel. Yes, I do. And I have planned some turning classes. So we're going to do Dizzy Day next week. And we're just going to learn some fun jazzy turns. Facebook can't see me. And then on the 16th, which is the Saturday following, we have Stepstravaganza. Me and Becca Lucero, who is just a delight. She and I are going to teach a workshop at 12 p.m. It's going to be 2 hours. We're going to have a chat with Jen Hodge at 5 p.m. And you are welcome to send your questions. We're going to have a chat on live things and Zoom things, but look up Stepstravaganza and that event will have all that information. And then the last thing, I do a project called 30 Days of Solo Jazz, which has been extended due to the extenuating circumstances. Today is Dance Like Your Favorite Food, and if you would like to know what tomorrow's challenge is, and the day after, because this will continue as long as we are stuck inside, We have a Facebook group. You can follow the hashtag 30 Days of Solo Jazz on Instagram. But the Facebook group is really great because we're making a little community there, and it feels really good to be able to talk to other people doing dance every day. And you don't have to do it every day, it's just inspiration if you would like it. So with that, Nat King Cole, down by the old mill stream. There are 2.5 minutes. I hope Facebook doesn't kick me off. We'll see. Alright, everything from the beginning.